What if the secret to living past 100 wasn't in a pill, a superfood, or the latest fitness craze, but in 6 everyday movements anyone can do at home? Right now, Japan leads the world in longevity, with more people not just reaching 100, but thriving well into their later years. What's their secret? Is it something in their DNA? Or is it something much simpler, hiding in plain sight? Every day, millions of Japanese elders practice a handful of movements, so simple, so natural, that Western doctors dismiss them for years. No gym gear, no complicated routines. But when Harvard Medical School followed these super-agers, the results stunned them. It wasn't just better flexibility and easier movement, it was 40% less cognitive decline, joints that stayed strong, and a balance system that rivaled people 20 years younger. Why haven't more people around the world adopted these daily habits? Would you spend a few minutes each day if it meant keeping your independence, staying sharp, and possibly extending your healthy years? What exactly are these movements that Japanese elders swear by? And what's the one daily practice that can add 7 years to your life, even though almost nobody else in the world does it? In this video, you'll discover these exact 6 movements, counting down from the least complex to the most powerful. But watch carefully for number 1. It increased lifespan by 7 years in a study of 15,000 Japanese seniors and takes just 2 minutes. Before we get started, welcome if this is your first time here. How old are you right now? Drop your age in the comments. We are reading and replying to each single one. Hit like, subscribe, and drop your country in the comments so we know where our family is growing from. Let's begin. Number 6. The art of slow walking, Sampo. Let's kick things off with a movement that might sound deceptively simple, but holds profound power for your body and mind. Sampo, the Japanese art of slow walking. For elders across Japan, Sampo is not just a stroll. It's a mindful daily ritual practiced with care, intention, and respect, often for 20 to 30 minutes each morning before breakfast. Unlike brisk exercise or power walking seen in the West, Sampo is all about slowness and purposeful movement. Seniors walk at about half their usual speed, with each step guided by specific breathing. Inhale for 2 steps, hold for 2, then exhale slowly for 4 steps. This unique pattern sets up a calming rhythm, gently syncing the heart, lungs, and nervous system in ways fast walking simply cannot. The beauty of Sampo lies in the feedback this slow movement gives the body. By rolling through the entire foot with each step, heel, arch, and toes, Japanese elders activate all 33 joints in the foot. This full contact sends a flood of balancing signals to the brain, enhancing spatial awareness, stability, and coordination. Instead of looking down at their feet, the elders focus their gaze about 6 feet ahead, training balance and posture at the same time. But does this gentle, mindful walking actually change the aging process? A landmark study from Kyoto University in 2019 followed more than 3,000 Japanese adults over 60 for 10 years. The results were striking. Those practicing Sampo daily exhibited 62% less arterial stiffness, lower systolic blood pressure by 12 points, and their diastolic by 8 points compared to peers who skipped this ritual. Even more compelling, when Western seniors tried Sampo for just 8 weeks, their single-leg standing time improved by an average of 45 seconds, a major indicator of better balance and reduced fall risk as we age. Sampo is not just about physical health. The intention and ritual of slow walking, combined with its gentle breathing rhythm, also support mental well-being. As you walk, stress hormones drop, mood improves, and clarity returns. The best results come from natural terrains, like grass, dirt paths, or gentle trails, rather than treadmills, which disrupt foot mechanics and miss the proprioceptive benefits. A study from the University of Tokyo found seniors walking on varied surfaces gained 20% better joint mobility versus those walking only on concrete. To practice Sampo, start with just 10 minutes. Pay close attention to the movement. Strike with your heel, roll through your arch, and push off gently with your toes. Let your arms swing softly with relaxed fingers, and try to maintain the breathing rhythm even if it feels awkward or slow at first. Morning sessions are ideal. as naturally elevated cortisol levels help maximize the calming effect and set a peaceful tone for the day. Build up gradually to 20 or even 30 minutes. You'll find this simple movement brings lasting benefits well beyond what a quick jog might provide. Ultimately, Sampo teaches us that sometimes slowing down is exactly what our bodies need. Through mindful, gentle walking, Japanese elders achieve better heart health, sharper balance, and stronger joints. Science confirms what tradition has always known. The art of slow walking is one of the quiet foundations of healthy aging, and anyone can start today. Number 5, daily stretching, Rajio Taiso. Every morning at 6:30 a.m., millions of people across Japan engage in a gentle routine called Rajio Taiso, or radio calisthenics. This practice has been part of the country's culture since 1928 and consists of 13 flowing, rhythmic movements performed continuously over just 3 minutes and 15 seconds. Unlike many Western stretching or exercise routines that emphasize holding static poses or pushing muscles to fatigue, Rajio Taiso keeps the whole body moving fluidly. The continuous motion actively lubricates joints and mobilizes multiple muscle groups, improving circulation without causing strain or injury. This makes it especially well-suited for older adults who want to maintain flexibility, balance, and overall joint health. What makes Rajio Taiso especially remarkable is its scientifically supported health benefits. A 2017 study by Osaka Medical College tracked over 8,000 seniors aged 60 and above and found that those who practiced Rajio Taiso daily experienced 40% fewer falls and 55% less chronic back pain compared to those who didn't participate regularly. Moreover, these practitioners maintained almost full range of motion in critical joints, such as the shoulders and hips, well into their 80s. This highlights how Rajio Taiso effectively preserves mobility and independence as we age. The key to these benefits lies in an increase in synovial fluid production within the joints. Synovial fluid acts as the body's natural lubricant, reducing friction and cushioning the joints during movement. As people age, synovial fluid levels naturally decline, resulting in stiffness, pain, and decreased mobility. Regular movement, especially involving dynamic stretching like Rajio Taiso, stimulates the production of synovial fluid by up to 30%. This helps keep joints feeling oiled and comfortable, preventing the stiffness often associated with aging. Rajio Taiso's routine begins with gentle arm raises paired with controlled breathing, opening the chest and increasing lung capacity. This is followed by smooth shoulder rotations, spinal twists, side bends, marching in place, and shallow squats. Each movement is carefully designed to keep the body in motion without forcing or straining any part. The flowing sequence targets muscles and joints throughout the body, maintaining flexibility in areas prone to stiffness. Timing also plays a significant role in maximizing the routine's effects. The Japanese elders typically perform Rajio Taiso immediately upon waking, taking advantage of natural growth hormone peaks overnight. These hormones enhance muscle and connective tissue responsiveness to stretching, making morning practice especially beneficial. Even if beginners cannot complete the full sequence right away, focusing on the initial arm raises and twists still delivers considerable benefits with minimal effort. Beyond personal health, Rajio Taiso remains a cultural mainstay in Japan. Many companies start their workdays with group sessions, which have been linked to a 30% reduction in employee sick days. This demonstrates its positive impact on overall health, productivity, and well-being. In summary, Rajio Taiso is a simple, scientifically validated routine that promotes joint lubrication, reduces falls, alleviates chronic pain, and preserves mobility with age. Its gentle, continuous movements, combined with mindful breathing, make it accessible to virtually anyone. Incorporating just a few minutes of Rajio Taiso into daily life can yield long-lasting improvements in strength, flexibility, and overall quality of life, making it a powerful tool for healthy aging. Number 4, the deep squat rest, Shink zuwari. If you stroll through Japanese parks and gardens, one sight stands out. Elders comfortably resting in a deep squat position, heels flat on the ground, sitting calmly as they chat or tend to plants. This position, known as Shink zuwari or deep squat rest, might look simple, but it plays a crucial role in maintaining mobility, strength, and independence well into old age. Unlike the Western habit of sitting on chairs, which often leads to stiff joints and weakened muscles, deep squatting preserves vital physical functions that many lose as they age. The deep squat position involves lowering your body so your hips are fully flexed and your heels remain flat on the ground, creating an open angle at the hips and knees. This position engages multiple muscle groups, including those deeper stabilizing muscles of the pelvis and core, as well as the muscles of the lower legs and feet. It also decompresses the spine, allowing fluid and nutrients to flow into the spinal discs, which helps reduce back pain and stiffness. Besides physical benefits, deep squatting strengthens the pelvic floor muscles, improving bladder control, a common concern with aging. Research conducted by the Tokyo Metropolitan Institute of Gerontology in 2016 provides powerful evidence supporting the importance of this habit. The study followed 5,000 seniors for 12 years and found that those who could hold a deep squat for at least 2 minutes had a 70% lower risk of requiring assisted living later in life. Furthermore, these individuals maintained the hip mobility necessary for everyday activities like walking, bending, and climbing stairs, allowing them to remain independent much longer than those who could not squat deeply. This habit also correlates with lower rates of hip replacements and chronic back pain. Anthropological studies show that cultures that maintain regular deep squatting as part of daily life report 80% fewer hip replacement surgeries and 60% less chronic lower back pain compared to Western populations where chair sitting dominates. This is because squatting preserves the natural range of motion in joints that chair sitting tends to restrict, preventing capsular tightening and muscle atrophy. For those new to deep squatting, it's important to start gradually and safely. Begin by squatting with your back against a wall for support, feet shoulder width apart, toes slightly turned outward. If you find it difficult to keep your heels flat on the ground, a rolled towel placed underneath can offer assistance and gradually allow your ankles to mobilize. Initially, hold the squat for only 30 seconds and increase the time slowly as your flexibility and strength improve. Incorporating these squats into daily life is key. Japanese elders often perform multiple short squats throughout the day while waiting for buses, gardening, or spending time with grandchildren. Using the squat position functionally while sorting low shelves, tying shoes, or resting reduces the perceived effort, making it a natural part of routine activities rather than another chore. By maintaining this simple, low-impact movement, you not only improve hip and ankle mobility, but also support spinal health, balance, and pelvic strength. Shink zuwari is an easy but powerful practice that preserves overall functionality and quality of life with age. Starting today, small daily doses of deep squatting can make a profound difference in how you move and live in your later years. Number 3, single leg standing, Ashi. In Japan, standing on one leg is not merely a balance exercise. It's prescribed by doctors as a vital preventive measure for seniors over 60. This simple yet powerful movement is recognized for its ability to reduce falls, prevent hip fractures, and improve overall neuromuscular function. Unlike many Western exercise trends that focus on rigorous workouts, Japanese health professionals promote single-leg standing as an essential, low-impact daily habit that can significantly enhance quality of life in older adults. A landmark study from Fukuoka University, published in 2018, followed over 12,000 older adults for 15 years to assess the effects of balance training. The results were impressive. Seniors who practice single-leg standing daily cut their risk of hip fractures by 68% and reduced falls leading to hospitalization by 75%. These reductions are critical because hip fractures often lead to loss of independence, long hospital stays, and increased mortality in aging populations. The benefits of single-leg standing go beyond muscle strength. This activity reactivates the body's entire balance system, which involves complex coordination between muscles, joints, the vestibular system in the inner ear, proprioceptors, sensory receptors that inform the brain about body position, and visual inputs. When you stand on one leg, your body makes thousands of tiny, automatic adjustments every minute to maintain stability. This engagement strengthens both the muscles needed for balance and the brain regions responsible for coordination, specifically the motor cortex and cerebellum, helping to preserve neuroplasticity and reduce cognitive decline. To begin practicing, start near a sturdy chair or wall for support. Lift one foot just a few inches off the ground while keeping your eyes focused on a fixed point about 10 feet ahead. Try to hold this position steadily for 30 seconds on each leg. As you improve, increase the challenge by closing your eyes, which removes visual input and forces your brain and body to rely more heavily on vestibular and proprioceptive signals. Advanced practitioners may also stand on unstable surfaces, such as a folded towel, to further enhance balance skills. What makes this practice particularly effective and easy to maintain is its seamless integration into daily life. In Japan, it's common for elders to practice single-leg standing while brushing their teeth, essentially turning an everyday routine into a balance training session. This habit-forming approach promotes consistency and turns exercise into a natural part of daily living without requiring extra time or equipment. The scientific and practical evidence all point to the same conclusion. Daily single-leg standing is an accessible, quick, and highly effective movement for preventing falls, maintaining mobility, and supporting brain health in seniors. For anyone over 60 looking to age with strength and independence, incorporating this simple exercise can be transformative. Start slow, build confidence, and watch as your balance and stability improve day by day, helping you move safely and confidently through your later years. Number 2, floor-sitting transitions, Seiza. In Japan, a striking cultural habit plays a significant role in the health and mobility of elders, frequently transitioning between standing and floor-sitting. On average, Japanese seniors shift from standing to floor-sitting and back more than 20 times a day. This is because meals, tea ceremonies, socializing, and even watching television often happen at floor level, using tatami mats or low tables. These frequent transitions are more than cultural tradition. They function as a natural, full-body workout that preserves strength, flexibility, and cognitive health in aging populations. The underlying benefits of floor-sitting transitions, often called Seiza, have been scientifically studied and validated. A comprehensive 2019 study by the University of Tsukuba evaluated 10,000 Japanese elders, comparing those who regularly practice floor-sitting transitions to those who exclusively use chairs. The study found that elders who transitioned frequently displayed 40% greater lower body strength, 50% better hip flexibility, and notably higher cognitive scores on standard memory and executive function tests. These findings underscore how this daily habit supports not only the muscles and joints, but also brain health, particularly in regions responsible for planning, coordination, and complex decision-making. What makes floor-sitting transitions so effective is the complexity of the movements involved. Transitioning from standing down to sitting on the floor, then rising back up requires coordinated strength from the legs, hips, core, and back. It also demands balance control and precise movement planning, all of which actively engage the prefrontal cortex, often called the brain's executive center. This holistic engagement of muscles and brain regions is rare in most Western exercise routines, which often isolate parts of the body but neglect the integrated movement that floor transitions provide. To practice these transitions safely, start with a soft surface like a carpet, yoga mat, or tatami-like mat. If you are new to floor sitting, use a low stool or ottoman as an intermediate step for support. The basic process begins with standing feet together, lowering one knee to the ground, then the other, settling back onto your heels in a kneeling position. From here, you can move into different floor sitting posts, such as cross-legged or side-sitting. When rising, reverse the movement by stepping one foot forward into a lunge and pushing yourself upward, then bringing the other foot forward to stand. This slow, controlled sequence strengthens muscles and improves joint mobility while requiring full-body coordination. Frequency is the key to success. Even performing 2 or 3 floor-sitting transitions daily can lead to significant improvements in strength, flexibility, and cognitive function. Japanese elders don't view this as exercise. It's simply part of how they live. For those new to this practice, patience is essential. Progress may take weeks or months, but the payoff, improved independence, easier mobility, and sharper brain function, is well worth the effort. In summary, floor-sitting transitions offer a natural, accessible way to maintain the body and mind as you age. By incorporating this daily habit, you engage multiple muscle groups, challenge your balance systems, and stimulate critical brain areas for cognitive health. It's a movement pattern deeply embedded in Japanese culture, now supported by science and ready for anyone to adopt for healthier, stronger aging. Number 1. The towel twist, Tenugui hibiki. As promised, the final movement on this list is the most powerful and transformative one, the towel twist, known in Japan as Tenugui hibiki. At first glance, it may seem unbelievably simple. Just holding a towel stretched between your hands at shoulder height, pulling it outward to create tension, then slowly twisting your torso from side to side. But the science behind this humble movement reveals it to be a powerhouse for strength, longevity, and brain health, far exceeding what many conventional exercises offer. Studies from Toku University, published in 2020, have demonstrated that this towel twist activates rare muscle fibers often untouched by standard workouts. Researchers attached electrodes to subjects performing this movement and found deep spinal stabilizer muscles, intrinsic foot muscles, and even facial muscles engaged, all of which contribute to posture, balance, and expression. Most remarkably, elders who practiced the towel twist for just 2 minutes daily showed an average increase in lifespan by 7 years compared to those who did not. They also maintained stronger grip strength, the single best predictor of overall mortality, and preserved bone density comparable to people 20 years younger. This movement's benefits go beyond muscles and bones. The isometric tension generated during the towel twist, combined with coordinated breathing patterns, has a profound anti-inflammatory effect on the body. Coordinated inhaling and exhaling during twists activate the vagus nerve, which regulates inflammation and helps balance the autonomic nervous system. This reduces chronic inflammation that often underlies many age-related diseases. Brain scans of participants showed increased bilateral activation, meaning both hemispheres of the brain communicated better, forming new neural pathways. This neuroplasticity translated into improved memory, quicker reaction times, and significantly lower rates of dementia. Starting the towel twist is simple. Hold a rolled towel horizontally at shoulder height, positioning your hands about 18 inches apart. Create tension by pulling outward as if you're trying to rip the towel apart. Then slowly rotate your torso to one side, keeping your hips facing forward and relying on your core muscles rather than your arms. Hold the twist for 3 seconds before returning to center and repeating on the opposite side. Throughout the movement, maintain steady breathing, inhaling as you return to center and exhaling during the twist. This breathing pattern supports the vagus nerve response. Beginners should begin with small twists and light tension, gradually increasing the range of motion and force as strength and control improve. Japanese elders often perform this movement twice daily, 1 minute in the morning to energize the nervous system for the day, and 1 minute before bed to promote relaxation and recovery. No equipment beyond a basic towel is necessary, making it accessible to virtually anyone regardless of fitness level. In conclusion, the towel twist embodies an elegant blend of strength, balance, neural activation, and anti-inflammatory benefits. It requires minimal time, no gym membership, and few resources, yet delivers profound effects on longevity and cognitive health. This simple but potent movement showcases the wisdom underlying centuries-old Japanese practices, now confirmed by modern science. Incorporate the towel twist into your daily routine and experience a new level of vitality and resilience as you age. To wrap things up, the true breakthrough in aging isn't found in expensive gadgets or complicated workouts. It's in these simple, time-tested Japanese movements that build lifelong strength, balance, flexibility, coordination, and brain health. No special equipment or gym visits, just easy daily habits that fit naturally into your life. Science confirms what Japanese elders have known for generations. Those who practice these movements age stronger, smarter, and more independently. Now it's your turn. Which movement will you start today? Have you tried any before? Share your experiences and questions in the comments. We read and respond to every story. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video to help others discover these powerful habits. Thanks for watching, and here's to healthier aging.